Good morning, everyone. I created two spin wheels for cross stitch. One of them is, this is printed canvas, and also I have counted. I think I put everything in here. If I forgot something, I will add later. But I would love to pick something in here for, like, of course we will work with you every Wednesday on European town, and I might will create a separate video for something else. But at the same time, I would love to pick something that I will work like at least like 1 week maybe. So I will pick one counted cross stitch, and I will pick two printed canvas cross stitch, and I will work over a week for 3 of them, and so I can show you a little bit of the progress what I done, and that way you will see more progress in my cross stitching, and this way the wheel will push me a little bit to do maybe on some project that I did not work for a long time. So here is one that I have, by the way, Virgo Hayed. I worked last night on it. Well, today as I record this video, it's February 3rd, and I did some good progress on my Hayed because this is the first time I touched it since my first video. So let's see what we pick today for our 1 week of cross stitching. I'm really kind of afraid of one in here. Yeah, I hope I don't get this one. For some reason I'm not feel comfortable with this one, but I do have this one also in my cross stitch saga, so maybe that will help me to work on this canvas as well. So let's spin and see what kind of counted cross stitch we will do. And that is what we have. Spring Reolis. Oh, okay. So that's the canvas that I showed you in my sample when I did a video review about those markers pen that heat erase. So yeah, I will print this one and show you what I have up there. I think I did restart, so I will go and dig it out. It's in my craft room. Now we are going to spinner number 2. Let's do it. And we need 2 canvases to pick. And that is Asian flowers. Oh, this is the huge one canvas. Okay, I will show you what that is. And we need one more. And then what is a holiday villa? Okay, almost got to town, European town, but it's not. It's a holiday villa. I think that's the fall time image. Okay, so let me go and bring these canvases in here so I can show you what I will work on it through the 1 week. And so we will see what I have now and how much I will have done in 1 week on those canvases. I have to use my dining table to show you actually this massive canvas. That's the Asian flowers that I call big gorgeous image. Look at that. And this was, let's see if I write down equal by. And look at this palette of colors in here, so gorgeous. It is long. It's going from here and it's going because this is 11 count Ada, so the size is, that's the size. And I stitch in here only when I was tested out for the first time, right in here. I even have a needle in here. Right in here on the bottom, that's all I have. If we can look from this side, the cream color, that's the only thing I have in here so far. So let's just remember, I will take a picture in here just so for myself. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue from this side or not, because usually I like to start from another corner, but this is massive. Maybe I will start from this corner, you know. We'll see. Maybe I will start from this corner and I will go that way. I'm not sure yet, but this is a beauty. Now let me show you what else we are going to stitch and what progress I have so far. This is my second canvas that is printed canvas, gorgeous. It's called Holiday Villa, and I'm stitching these deers in here on a corner, and this is what I have so far. So I also will take a picture, and what I will do in here, I will probably continue this corner, and hopefully I will kind of do a little bit around in here, finish, so I can do back stitch on the deers and all those rocks, whatever it's up there. Hopefully I will have some progress on this corner, so I will snap also picture to see what we will have. I like it so far how it's look like, and the picture is absolutely stunning. And even when I was playing by myself with spin wheel just to check what it's going to be, just for curiosity to spin, this canvas was on my spinner, so this is sign I need to work on it. And now I will show you counted cross stitch. This is my counted cross stitch, beautiful by Riolis. And actually there's no name, I just now realized that it's myself, I call it Spring. I give a name for this kit because they do not have a name for this image. Image is absolutely stunning, beautiful colors, and that's the canvas that we practice with you, and those markers that I hit erase somewhere in here. Oh, somewhere in here I was draw. So yeah, this is what I have so far. I started from one corner, started from another corner. At this point I can't remember which patch, or this one I have to tear apart, or this one, because some of this have a cross stitch layer in a different direction the way I started. I have to check which side is a proper way. And maybe this one I cannot see it right now. I need to do it through the, maybe through the camera I will see which. I think this is the side that I stitch in a different direction. I don't know. Let's see in here. Kind of hard to see through the camera. I have to check with needle which way is layering. That's the canvas that it came to me with this stain, but it's going to be like out of the frame, so if frame will closure somewhere in here, then we're not gonna see. Plus it's a full stitch will be in here, and this is 14 count Ada, and look at those beautiful colors in here, those threads. So I will be starting on this one, kind of restart like I wanted restart, and now since I have a good markers I will be mark it up, because see how I stitch, I did not mark anything on it. I did not want it to mess up with my pattern. So this is here on the top that I started this piece. In here it's right here, see, I did not mark. So now I will mark it up and it will be easy for me to stitch. So also I will grid this fabric, and I need to do it because this is like a one corner, here's another corner, so it's not very big. It's a good chunk of canvas they give you, but picture itself not very big. So yeah, I will be restarting this one. I think this is the wrong way. I don't know. Some of this or this patch I have to tear apart. Okay, that's my start in here. I will take a picture of this as well, and see you in 1 week, maybe a little bit in the middle of the progress of some, not sure, but this video will be created week or more maybe. All right, February 5th, tons of snow, kind of cannot see very well from the window, but it's a lot. And I started my first part of this video, I started on 3rd, I believe, yes. So I already did some progress on all 3 designs that I picked from my spinner. And here is one of those gorgeous ones that I originally started from left bottom corner. Oh, is it? Yes, I think so. And then I told you I will start from the right bottom corner because it's more comfortable for me. So up there it was like just a few stitches, I think it was. So I did, and then I was stitching. I will show you in a second. And then when I start to, you see how colors in here nice and grayish white, this corner. And then I pull out my next symbol. It's a bloody red color, like this red color. It's like, what is going on? So I look this picture again, and then I realize it's the symbols in here, some kind of stamp, and it's on the canvas stamped. So at this point I don't know what to do. I posted on a Facebook if somebody can tell me what this means, if I should stitch or not, because there's another writing in here right on the top. I might will stitch those ones on the top, I don't know. This in the corner, can somebody tell me, please help, what this is, because I'm trying to avoid for now. Not sure, like it's such a pretty up there, it looks like a waterfalls, and boom, they're kind of like a sticker. I don't really like that. Maybe I will overstitch with the gray colors to continue landscape, unless it's something saying very beautiful that I should pay attention to it. Not sure. So I will show you today in this video my little bit of the midpoint progress, and I did reorganize my threads. They are absolutely stunning. Look how satisfying those braids. Just put on a head and you fashion girl, you know. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Before they were put in here, this is the only green I have. That's it. 2 strands. And they will go, if I can show you on this piece of paper. You see on the center of the flowers, I think. It even looks like a teal color in here, but in both, that's the only green I see. Oh, maybe, no, that's kind of like a yellow. So I think for the centers of the flowers, that's it, that's all green. Yeah, so they were tied up like this kind, like this. And sorry, ignore my nails, I did not do my gel nails yet. Like this, but if I braid this way, and I braid them, it's not possible to pull thread without kind of fighting with these threads. It's hard. So when you put them like this loose, you can see just overhang and then braid, and then later very easy to grab one thread or like it just pull it off. Very easy. So I redid this. So I created on this one on each side, you see. 2 braids on this side, 2 braids on the other side, and this is extras, lots of white. And I was working with the, oh no, this threads I put in here black one, because when I untangle my black one, they was like a tight knots together, you know, where they on a factory, if thread need to be connected with each other, they put knot and they go back to the bobbins and tied it up. So I got those ones. When I untie them, I have like a little short threads. I pull out a longer one, and actually I was doing a back stitch on my other canvas that spinner picked for me. So let me show you what I did so far. I might well have to keep this on the side because my canvas was rolled. See how I roll and I keep it with this clip. So when I stitch this one, I kind of show you I put this canvas off the table and I'm just stitching in my hand, like I pull it off my desk over. I put in here diamonds tray, so keep a weight, and that's it. So in this canvas, here is what I did so far, my progress. Those stitches like a soldier's, look how beautiful they are. It's so nice to stitch this canvas. I'm having an absolutely blast. And believe it or not, in here in this patch we have 3 or 4 colors already. Like you see, this is would be one. Where is my scissors? Okay, I have a diamond painting tool in here. Here is one color, the green one already different color. There's a blue on the background, different color. Well, this one gray, a little bit kind of separate in color. These two almost the same, but actually, well, we kind of see the background as well a little bit. But this is like more white, this is more yellowish, then more grayish. So lots of colors in here. In here, some there's different color, and I put a little bit in here already gray. This is the one that will be. What kind of symbol that was? Oh, the gray that I'm doing, it's the green one. This X is green one, so I'm working on that one. So here is that stamp that I'm talking about, because when I pull out this symbol, all of a sudden, ooh, bright red color in here, and then go continue this kind of symbol. And this one, it will be, if we look on our picture, will continue kind of like a gray color. So I might will camouflage and put this gray in here to continue with this 33 color, 33 number, but at the same time I will have to continue with this color of 45, kind of smear a little bit upwards to not to create like a boom line, a little bit up, you know, mix the colors. And maybe over stitch with the same colors, unless somebody can tell me what that symbol write and mean. Maybe it's something beautiful, and if it's something beautiful, I will write down and stick to my, like on the back end of the canvas to remember what that is. My back end looks like this so far, and I'm using my same needle that I'm using with my European town, and guess what, it's so much easier to stitch with this one. That needle is not sharp, but in here I can go and wave in here on the bottom because this canvas is not as stiff, and I easy can get under those fibers. So that's what I'm doing. I don't need any tails hanging here because I can finish on the back, well, till I can reach it actually, because right now I'm like on the very edge. I might will work with you a little bit in progress, because like right in here on the bottom would be easy for me to stitch. Even this green color we can continue. So I will be working, I will get to this flower. So this is basically, this background will be all this part that I will work on it, and it's a good chunk of colors that we can work together. And I will continue to here and over, go kind of like around and go up and up and up to go there. And then one day I will go to the flower. I would love to create this piece first, maybe go like all the way up, I don't know, or just go down, down, down all the way, and then flip canvas all the way around 180 degree and stitch again. That way my cross stitch will layer in the same direction. Cannot wait to stitch this gorgeous flower because it is so beautiful, so beautiful. Well, every flower gorgeous on our own. Everyone have a look at it, all those different shades, stunning. Okay, so this is the one progress that I did so far by stitching only once. Let's go to the next one. Number 2 that spinner picks for me. I told you I will be working in here, try to go around the deer and do maybe some back stitching. So I work not much on this one, but I still sit down and stitch once, and it was actually more stitching than I thought would be, because I would have to fill in some spots that I didn't do it. So that's what I'm talking about. See, all this palette are, and I have 2 of them, there's lots of colors in here, over 40 or something, which is, we can see here, 52 colors we have with this design. And here's all the threads, and I might well put them same way as I did another organizer and braid them, that way my thread's not gonna be tangled up too much. Here's the palette color, good. And if you remember picture from before, here is what I have now. I stitched this flowers. Well, first of all, I outlined my little body in here with the back stitch. This back stitch in here is so ridiculous. I don't know who created this back stitch, or the person was drunk or something, I have no idea, but my goodness, that was a difficult back stitch. If we look in here on the booklet, the way it just doesn't make a sense. It go through inside of the square, like, it was difficult. And I decided not to do a French knot. I decided to put tiny black seed bead that I stitch in my red and black design, and I put flat way down so it looks like an eye. So I did outline deer. Now he looks like a little creature, not just a spot of colors. I did not work on Mama yet because I still have to do some colors around her. I did yesterday, last night, I worked with this brown here around, this green one. So I'm trying to outline at least where it's missing. See, I still have a missing colors in here. I did all this red, orange colors, these flowers I finished. I finished some of the this bright yellow, but it's really not showing you right color right now. Or maybe like this. It's a very bright yellow color. I think this one is over fashion. Let me try to turn it off my light. Maybe we can see a little bit better. I don't know. So I still have a spots in here. In here. There's somewhere else I see it. Yeah, so I was stitching a little bit here, a little bit here. I put some flowers in here, some in here. So I was mostly fill the spots that was empty and trying to more outline in here, so I can start to do back stitching in here. And because some colors missing in here, so I can really start to outline rocks, because there's lots of them. But I did put lots of stitches in here last night as well. But you can see in here, if you can look on a picture, there's rocks, hills, kind of need to be outlined everything. So I need to finish them first. But at least baby deer now outline. I just have to wait for a Mama. But those rocks need to be done around her first. So that one will wait a little bit. And when I'm done with those missing colors in here that I have in here, I'm trying to look through the camera. I see like on the bottom in here, so then I can outline those hills in here. But little progress, better than nothing. You know, if not the spinner, I would not do this much at all, because I was just procrastinating. I don't know why. But it is very beautiful. I have to say that it's difficult to stitch grass in here, because the symbols, some of the symbols very similar. For example, when I have, what was it on the grass? One of the symbol was like this, and one feels like horizontal something, but totally different. So it was like two different green colors, but looks absolutely same. So I really went to actually my book, it's inside of this envelope, to my book pattern to see the symbols, so I stitch proper color. Otherwise I would stitch wrong. Yeah, so it's a little bit difficult up there, and I started a little bit wrong as well. Not wrong, but you know, like right now if I will stitch go without missing any of these colors. Before I pick patch color and I just would go. Now I will go, for example, in here, right? I stitch this color, finish my thread, go next color from here to finish, so I don't have a gaps later to look around them. That way it would be easier to find symbol because it will be more open. And same thing, I will go from less color probably to bigger color. So that's so far on my project number 2. Looking really good, I would say. Project number 3 was counted cross stitch. Absolutely gorgeous, so colorful. I love this image a lot, and this image stuck for a long time with me. I was hoping to find somewhere a design that is for cross stitch saga. I looked for the last 2 years, I couldn't find it, and I don't think this image exists. Reolis, I think they discontinued because I don't remember seeing this image, and I never saw if anybody stitched or not. I don't know what is going on, but here's the threads that go with it. Beautiful palette. And what I do, I untangle for myself meter or even maybe longer thread than meter, and whatever I don't stitch, I just wrap around, loop like I would do in other palettes that tied it up like this, and I just tied it around particular number that I need, just, you know, like this. My leftovers that not used yet, not leftovers exactly, it's like brand new thread, I just pull out 2, and the rest of I just over loop in here so I don't lose them. Now what I did, you can see now, I figure out after I finish my part number 1, first clip, I told you I'm not sure how I stitch on a bottom or on a top, which way direction was maybe wrong. No, it wasn't wrong, it was direction, same direction from the top and the bottom. The only thing is the wrong direction for me. For the first time in my life, I wanted to try to stitch from the top, and I layer my threads in the wrong direction. Usually my second layer go this way, but I started to do this way. It was not comfortable. I was keep mistaken. I even spot in here somewhere that my stitch created in the wrong direction. If I can see it right now, I think like right in here. So I see still spot because it's keep messing up with me. You know, when you so much used to layer your cross stitch in one direction, all of a sudden you start to do something new and it doesn't work. So I will be tearing this everything away later on. I totally tear everything what was in the bottom. I actually untangle thread very nicely because it was only one color up there, or 2 colors. No, maybe 1 color was stitched somewhere like in here. So I untangled that. I gridded my canvas because I was working before without gridding. It was really difficult. It was go slow, and now when I restarted, I was flying. It's so easy. And look at the stitches, they look so beautiful, so beautiful. So far in here 2 blue colors I managed to create. Now there is a difference in here that I never did before, and that is this green colors. Is it 2 or this dark green? I don't think the okay, so yeah, dark green color need to be stitched in 3 threads, and this is 14 count Ada. Next one I see I kind of park in here 3 threads, the light green color in 2 threads, and I have couple more of this colors that is in 3 threads also symbol. Let me just with one hand try to pull out. Good thing I look in here because I would be just stitching everything in the same direction. So where is my symbols? Hold on. Oh, right in here. Hold on. I fold it in here. I have to just unfold it all the way. Okay, so here's what we have. When you have a pattern, just it might be good for beginners as well if you never done stitching on a counted cross stitch. When you see, this is usually French knot, and showing you how many colors or whatever, and how many, well, what kind of number of your thread, and in how many threads you need to create. So 2 threads to create French knot. Okay, then we go in here. We have 3, so this symbol I need to stitch in 3 threads. Then we have in here blend in 3 threads, another blend in 3 threads. No, this is not blend, this is blend 10 and 11, and you take a 1 thread of number 10 and 2 threads of number 11 of your threads, and you create blend in 3 threads. Then we have, this is back stitch, so here 2 2 2, yeah, the back stitch in 1 thread, and then we have again 3 threads, and that will be my next color that I'm working right now, this one color. And as you can see in here, I start to mark it up with my markers. I try see what would be different, what's the best for which color of the color on the pattern, because it's so bright. So I started kind of with red, then I thought, okay, let me try the blue pen. All right, then I try to see if white I can see, and actually white work well as well. But when you first time mark it, you can see it's almost like invisible, and then later this white color is coming out. It's kind of first creating a line almost like transparent, and then when it's dry it stays white. So that's the one pan that heat erase. When I iron, it will be again clean pattern. So yeah, this is a little bit different. What else we have in here? And then we have in here stitch in 1 thread green, so it's going to be my next color where I'm stitching somewhere in here. So we have in 2, in 1, and in 3. So this is definitely going to be multi-dimensional stitching. Another one, French knot, mostly in here in 2, back stitch always in 1 unless patterns say difference, usually in 1. And 14 count, 11 count back stitch you do always in 2, unless designer specifically will tell you that you need to do different. So yeah, that's great. I have some different stitches in here, and when I restarted in my regular position as I stitch, this was flying. It was so good. So I almost in here, this is my center already. So from here to here I already almost got to the center. Actually already step on my last 100 square. So I will be go from bottom and up till I can reach, and then I definitely will break this apart because all this stitch in the wrong direction. So probably will be visible, maybe not, but maybe it will be visible. I just want to see if I will have enough of this color threads to finish, because maybe they are different than my Chinese designs, you know. So I have to see, but I definitely like, and I using those magnet that we reviewed with you not long ago. And now when I put my heavy duty magnet up there, so my scissors now sticking too, because I have the little tiny square magnet that is really strong. Oh, by the way, see, I did not have plastic. I was talking about, I didn't have any more available plastic hoop that I usually like to work with, so I grabbed my bigger one in a wood one. But do you see, I put in my cross stitch differently on the inside. Instead of cover hoop and push it from the top, I did from the bottom. So that way, if I kind of, for example, lift whatever, my scissors will stick in here without falling down. If I will put in a stand that I have, for example, to clip in here. So I'm kind of trying and see if it's better or not. Definitely laying flat better on a table if I'm stitching, but that is so far. Let me see, a little bit of light, if we can get some a little bit better or not idea with the lights. So I do love to work on this now, and I was stitching all this in one evening without stopping. At night, I was stitching at night, and I really like it. So now I will definitely finish this fast enough because it's really easy to stitch. I don't know later on if I will be more difficult to stitch or not. There's lots of back stitching here, but look at this big chunk. That's the wool that I have to stitch in 3 threads. It's a big chunk in here, but that's how I work right now. I started from this light color, stitch a little bit, then I start whatever is next to me. This one, just a few. I have like a red symbol, very few of them somewhere. 1, 2. That's not a marker. That's a, oh no, that's a marker. No, I saw somewhere red symbols like this. Okay, now I have to look. Oh no, I was talking about this one, something like not too many of this one. They go that way. So I will work in those patches and go up. Look at that, lots of the same color in here. And I don't think I have in here a half stitch. I think it's all full stitch in here, because I believe all these colors is a back stitch. So no, I don't see a half stitch, unless I have to read it here, but no, that's okay. So loving it, and design is really beautiful. Cannot wait to get to this blossoms on the tree. Water looks so good. So that's the one that I stitch in the water right now, and that's where I went right now. That's where I am, right in here. Actually, this green's in here on the very bottom. So that's what I'm stitching so far. So when I go up, I will get this tree. There's lots of flowers blooming, those wildflowers, something in the water flowers blooming. Oh, that's so beautiful. And the sky in here is really pretty. Look at this beautiful colors in the sky. Nice brown, blues. Oh, in the sun, I'm not gonna see it all. I have to hide in the shade. Nice colors for the sky. Too bad I stitched this in the wrong direction. So I will have to tear this apart too, as I did on the bottom. You can see a little bit hole left right now, but they will seal back with my stitches. We're not gonna see them. Alright, so let me do more, I guess, progress, and maybe stitch with you together a little bit, and then I will one more time, kind of like a final, as I always will do on the end of the week, to show you more progress. So that's so far what I have. Hello again. This is February 12th right now, and I decided to stitch along a little bit before I finish this video, because in my calendar this video is supposed to be on 13. Now originally I plan to upload this video on Friday, but because I got a little bit overworked with the reviews, all the packages kind of show up in the same week, and I just did not have time to work as much as I wanted on this canvas. Now, by saying that I wanted to upload this on Friday but uploading on Sunday doesn't mean I have too much more time to actually work on my stitching. Not at all. I touched maybe like another 2 times, just a little bit, because I was craving to stitch. And you know, just to record videos, sometimes you want to spend time just to diamond paint or cross stitch just for yourself, and not like as a review video. So I'm kind of missed it. And because these canvas are such a joy to stitch, to be honest, and this is the Chinese flowers. Well, I shouldn't say Chinese flowers, Asian flowers, but this is the one that's spring classical cross stitch. I believe that canvas that we just with you did unboxing from DIYCHOOSE, those deer, the big canvas, which is also the same company as this one, and that's why I like them so much. This is such a good canvas to stitch. I would say this week this was my favorite canvas to stitch. Very nice and clean pattern, every symbol visible, so good. And hopefully in this video some of you will let me know what this symbol mean when I showed you a picture, so I will decide from there if I want to stitch that symbol or I should overstitch to create extra, like a waterfalls up there or something like that. So that part of the canvas I will leave behind till I know and decide what to do. And I say that mostly, kind of more of the time, I would pick this canvas and work on it. So in 1 week I didn't do much progress because I have too much on my hands. Plus I finished in the meantime 2 diamond paintings, which one of them was my football Miami Dolphin from my husband, and the other one is for Valentine's Day canvas. So you know, I managed to finish few. So that's take a time as well, because one canvas to finish is take 2-3 days minimum. So that's how much time I wouldn't stitch, right? So I hope you understand that my progress not going to be kaboom big one, but it still make me happy that I actually created some progress, and without spinner I wouldn't probably working on those exactly projects. So after we stitch a little bit together in here right now, then I will show you where I am right now on those 3 projects, and at the end of this video we will create another spin, so I know which canvas I will pick for next week to work on. And it's actually will be perfect, because now when I spin this on Sunday for you, it's mean I will have a time till next Sunday, and video will be probably of results posted on Monday. So we kind of will switch probably from day to day, unless I will create 1 day less of stitching and upload video on Sundays of my WIP's progress. So that's something that I need to kind of talk to you and decide it, what would be comfortable for you to watch on Sundays. If you have any preference, what should I do on Sunday, or do you even watch videos on Sunday, or this is just like for you family times and you don't go online on YouTube at all. Let me know. But definitely I like this idea of spinner, love it. And this is the program that you can upload for free, you don't have to pay. There is probably pay version about this, but the pay one will give you I think like a more skin background. I don't know much really about what the pay one will look like, but in my opinion, if I have free one, why pay if you can use free one, right? And there's a free one. Okay, I'm trying to you know, the free one have like a 8, or there's many spins in the free one that you can create many different parts. No, that's not the word I want to say. Many different wheel spins you can create, because it's lots up there for every of your craft. You can do the even chores. I didn't do chores today. I should spend it to do what kind of chores I need to do. I like that. That way, if I don't want to do something certain chore, and this will come to the spinner attention, then I can like, okay, now I have to do this. It's fun. So this canvas, I have to tell you, if you have money to purchase, and I believe this was not very expensive for the size and the amount of the threads you will get with this canvas kit. I think it's a good price. You can definitely, if you order, you will have lots of fun of stitching, because I do have fun. Even I create the stitching very slowly, and I'm telling you why, because I work, you see, with one hand, because I don't work with the frame in here. This is kind of like a beginning, and I work on this corner, so I don't have a frame, so I work with one hand, because one hand, my left hand controlling my canvas, holding basically, like, you know, I'm holding in my hands like this to hold on to the canvas. So it's slowing me down, because I cannot do with both hands. That will be speed up my process a little bit, and I would have by now much more progress. So definitely for the next time, if I get this canvas again in my routine, if spinner will pick soon enough, I will have to figure out some kind of frame for it, because it will be speed up my process. I really need to do something. I need to do something. I don't know what. I even thinking of something like a homemade something to hold on canvas. Didn't get to the idea yet. It kind of twisting in my head some ideas, but it's not exactly that I would be happy with yet. So I might will buy in a store like we have in Canada, Canadian Tire store, or Home Depot, something that is kind of like a tools and wood, and maybe I will try to make my own frame, big one frame that can stay on the floor, and I can comfortable sit down on a sofa and stitch. That would be amazing, because I know that you can order this kind of frames. They would, I don't know, $200 or $300. I'm not sure. Those big stands they are expensive. So I think if you can go and buy all the tools that you need in your local store, you might well be able to create something cheaper. Plus, it will be yours, custom made for the size of your design, because this one design obviously very big. And if I would have frame for this picture, because this is long one, I will have to probably do like maybe stitch even sideways, but that would mix up with my stitches probably a little bit. I don't know. I really have to think about this one, because this is not going to work for me all the time. And here on the bottom, yes, I can hold in my hands and it's comfortable to stitch. But when I will get a little bit more close to the center of this canvas, I cannot hold like this in my hands. So it will be not comfortable for me to stitch. I will have to get something that will be work for this kind of canvas. So this kind of it's brewing in my head. I'm thinking what I can do with it, but I really don't want to stitch as sideways. So I don't know. I don't know. If you have any idea, please share in the comment section. How do you work with this kind of long canvases? So the frame, bigger frame that I have, well, it's still not big enough, but would get almost like a third. Well, the canvas that I'm stitching with the frame, European Town, that frame would work to place piece of this canvas as well, same thing, and then that way I can hold that frame on flat on my table, put my diamond painting containers with diamonds on the top of it to hold that frame steady, and that way I can work with two hands. So maybe I need to readjust again some of my cross stitch to get the frame for this one. Maybe smaller frames, I mean smaller designs I can readjust into the okay, I will get these pieces later because they go all the way up there. And this piece I thought I will stitch with you together. That's this color right now, this color. See, they almost like the same, very slightly difference on a color. So for the smaller canvases, maybe I can use just the hoops. I do have lots of wooden hoops, which is not the best one, but for time being I can use them. So that's my dilemma. I love to work on this canvas, but definitely need some kind of frame to hold it, because it's only comfortable for me to work right now when I work on the bottom of the canvas. Yes, it's easy to reach, but then how I will work on the center of this canvas, that's the thing. I love how my threads layer in here. They are very nice actually to work these light colors. They are really nice threads. Don't tangle up, not fraying, no separation, so I can stitch same thread all the way to like inch long left and it's still good thread. Love it, love it. No regrets. I got this. It's so gorgeous. Cannot wait to the part where my flower is gonna start. So far I will be nibbling here on this background, which is grayish colors with the waterfalls. Looks like a beautiful background view, but not much color, so I will be stitching for a long time with this kind of colors. Thank goodness I like to work with this color. I could work this as a half stitches all the way, but alright, this is what we have. So at this point, I don't know how long my video will be. I already connected some of my pieces of the video in my program and just wait until I get my final pieces of video, and then I can start to upload. It was fun. I like this way to cross stitch. You never know what's next. Believe it or not, we already stitching 15 minutes with you. Time fly very fast. The other day I was stitching all these colors in here to go like from there, from further from this side in here and go up, and that is my yellow color, which with this one, if I can show you like this, look, I don't think you like, it's almost the same color. It's barely, you can see the difference. That's what I'm saying. They are looks different shades, but if to look threads close enough, they look very similar. This one like more grayish, this one more white color, but similarity is there. So all this back around will be kind of like this. There's the deeper colors on the top of there. I can see that it's going to be more grayish kind of. Those will be pretty. All right, let me gather my stuff together and we will make a final view of what I stitched so far. And I hope you will like this kind of video. Definitely comment and see if you like this kind of whip and chat progresses. Not much of the stitching together, but kind of coming back and show you the how much stitched, what's the difference since, you know, day number 1 to day number 2, whatever that is. Okay, so I'm going to finish in here, and maybe before we see my final thing, maybe we should pick right now on a spinner what we will work on next week. Alright, let's pick first our next target, and I will pick only 2 this time, one of the counted cross stitch and one of the printed canvas. That way I will have more time to work on something else in the meantime that I really want to, or what we need to, because I still have to work. Besides this, I still need to work on my European town, right? So let's pick one at a time. In here we have the one that, yeah, this is the counted cross stitch. So let's see what we're gonna have today for the next week. And if you have this kind of canvases, you can work together with me. And that is Cottage Pond Leather Stitch. Oh, I did not touch this one for a long time, and that is a beautiful canvas, and I can show you later on. Let's pick now. So we have board number 2, and this is all the printed. Let's get it. I think I added in here the one that I just started recently, the cat and the tiger. Did I? Winter Cottage. Okay, I know what it is. Winter Cottage. It's probably the one that is 11 count romantic story. I think that is a Winter Cottage. I have to check, double check. So let me just see if I actually, oh yeah, I do have a cat and tiger, because I wasn't sure if I added this stitches in here or not. Okay, so Winter Cottage and another cottage, which is Summer Cottage. So we have 2 cottages picked for next week, and let me show you what this will be. Number 1 that we pick, counted cross stitch. This absolutely magical, gorgeous canvas, so pretty. And maybe I can open for you so we can see without glare. The only thing I don't have for this one digital pattern, so I have to follow paper, and that's what also I did not mark. I don't think I mark it up with the pencil. So now when I have my markers that I can erase later with the heat, I definitely will get much more progress with this image, because it is gorgeous. So many beautiful details and colors up there. And how much I already stitched, I will show you in my video when I will start to record this. So this is just like a quick showcase what I will be working on next week. So probably not too many of you have this kit, because this is expensive kits from Let Us Stitch. And now the other one that I call Winter Cottage, it's on a box, and that is, let me get this out. This is what I call Winter Cottage. It really doesn't have a name for it, but this is the one that I was stitching on this corner in here by Romantic Story brand. and I do have same canvas in 14 count, but because I already started on this one, I want to finish this in 11, and later on if I want to stitch this for myself again, I can stitch on 14 count. And I'm really thinking if I want to continue to stitch on this printed canvas, because some symbols in here are so similar, because this is like a color patches. Well, I can show you this in my other video, so maybe I even have idea to wash this canvas and do count it by Cross Stitch Saga. Not sure yet, but that's the 2 canvases that Spinner picked from me, and that's what I will follow, and hopefully get some good progress for this week. And I'm happy that this canvas was picked because it is winter, and it's good to have some extra progress on it. So definitely I will need to put this one into some kind of frame to continue work on it, and that's it. And this one canvas already in the hoop, so I can start this anytime. Alright, now let's see how much I already stitched on all these 3 canvases. And now it's time to get our final look what I done for this 1 week, which I would say I could do better next time probably. This week, as I mentioned before, was super duper busy for me, so I did not work as much. I did finish today a little bit more of the back stitching of this holiday villa image, which is super gorgeous. I love the softness of the colors in here. Colors are amazing in here. And we work with you, or I work by myself in this corner of the deer. So what I did in here, and here it is, you can see how this looks already a little bit better. I have some progress in here. So mostly where is my progress were? I created some stitches a little bit here and there, you can see kind of scatter around in here, but mostly I refilled. There is missing spots was in here around. I do still have a little tiny spot in here, but can you see what I have in here? Let me zoom a little bit more close. Now I can see Mama Deer. I backstitched Mama Deer and she looks so good. I like the way I did eye on Mama, and I don't like it if I don't know if I like the eye that I created with the bead on a little baby, which I put seed bead up there, and it looks round, kind of funky. In here on the Mama I overstitch, it's almost like a triangle, and her eye look more kind of kind looking face in here. So I did outline her, but before to outline her I had to finish a whole bunch of stitches was like around her body, like on the top in here, because okay, maybe the other way will be better to show. It was around in here, so I finished few of the stitches in here around, just something so I can start to do her backstitch. And then you can see the outlining of the rock. It wasn't that much of the backstitching on the bottom of this canvas, but here is the one rock. Then let's see, can you see another 3 line in here of the backstitch, which is really kind of hard to see. In here there's a backstitch in here, and there is a backstitch up there, but it's almost like invisible because black thread kind of hiding between this very very dark brown. And then I have in here backstitch 1, 2 and 3, but they are also barely visible because of the dark colors up there. But still, since I put those backstitching up there on the rocks, it kind of creates more three-dimensional, even if it's barely visible. But I do love the way my deer look now. They look so good in here. She looks so glowy because I believe it's going to be, what is this, sunset or sunrise. So she all that glowy looking. So that's my progress of this canvas so far. Absolutely love all these details. Those rocks look so natural from the far. See, I didn't even realize that this was like a flower till I zoom out, and now I see that there's the blooms in here, blooms that I created this time, this red colors and orange, and then I finish all this light green that really highlight those area. So what I'm planning to do next time, if I would pick again this image, I would probably go more further, like not higher than a deer's head, go this way, because I would love to see this water. And after I get this into my frame, then I would go up. And I started from the bottom, not only because I like to start from this corner, but also it's more difficult area up there. In here, if I zoom out, you can see that this is like a big patches of the sky in here. It will be much easier to stitch in here, not with many, like, you know, in here could be like 2 stitches, and then you have to change the thread to different color, not very much, pretty much confetti area kind of in here a little bit, because of all those change of color of the like a little tiny flowers, blooms, then rocks, then greens, so it's lots of colors. In here will be more faster to stitch this area. So after I go in here to create this water all the way to this cottage in here, or it's called villa, holiday villa, then I will go up. And this is like almost end of the canvas. I just pinched. This frame just was not big enough to have, see, like a little bit overlap in here. So that's all will be work for some other time. Really happy. Doesn't seem like lots of progress, but trust me, it was lots of missing cross stitches inside, and I'm just, my main part was to do actually back stitch on mama and baby deer. So I done that, accomplished. I'm happy with it. So my next printed canvas that we did with you a little bit of the stitching together, this gorgeous Asian flowers, and that's the one that we just did with you unboxing, classical cross stitch that I told you with all those Asian looking flowers, magnolias. They are always in 11 count Ada, and it's just a beautiful canvases to work on. So we work with you on this part of this kind of like a waterfalls, I believe. So I'm like right in here, and I go like a little bit up all the way to this, to the first bud of this flower. So I'm trying to sneak to work in here. Now, as I already mentioned before, please let me know if you know what that symbol means, what it says, so I know if I should stitch or not. Otherwise, I will work in the colors of this rocky area and waterfalls. See, like it's a water in here. Yeah. So this is so far what I done. So I started from the very bottom, and all this color, that's the red that will continue. Actually, I will work till my first leaf in here. The greenery will start. Well, it's not really green colors in here, it's all browns kind of colors in here. If we look on the picture, right, there's no barely green in here, all leaves kind of brown yellow colors. Okay, so that's to the point I wanted to get, and also make some progress in here to go up in here, because this color is all this yellow. Then I created some greens more. This is another shade, was kind of like a reddish. You can see the colors actually seeping through. So love work on this canvas. Cross stitch, look how they layer, so beautiful. These threads are just amazing. And by the way, I'm just gonna give you update a little bit now. After this video went live, about the big with the deer canvas that we have. I did email to the company to ask them if they could separate classical cross stitch brand as Joy Sunday, same thing, because I say that you all love it. I do really recommend this, and hopefully they will reply to me with the good news, because I love classical cross stitch. Very easy canvas to work on, better than Romantic Story 100%. Okay, so that's all I got so far on this one. Not much, but also I was stitching only with one hand because I need some frame. This is wobbly and I have to hold all the time in my hands, and I need frame so it's sturdy staying and I can stitch with two hands. So maybe next time when I pick this canvas to work on, maybe I will not pick this one, so then I can take this frame and put on this one. So I will share some frames probably. It's going to be pain on one spot to keep changing them, but it definitely will help me to work a little bit with more progress on a frame. So that's all I have for this canvas, and now let me show you my counted cross stitch. And for the grand finale, we have this beautiful design by Riolis. So yes, I have been working on this corner, and let's see what I have so far. Let me zoom close more. Alright, so this is what I made in 1 week, slowly, little by little, and I did add this part today because this is a blend in here, and I want to show you how beautiful the blend look like when we get close to it. But since midpoint when we did with you, I created, there's some lighter color of green, I think a little bit in here. I added this brown color that go in here. Can't remember if I did anything else. Maybe this color actually continued this way. But also I wanted to see this blend, because this blend in here, it's the blend that you have to create number 10 and number 11, and I will show you these colors. Okay, so this two colors, if I can zoom a little bit more, that way we can have a more light maybe. Look at these colors. Okay, so I needed two strand of this gray, dark gray color, and one strand of this purple kind of mauve, very gorgeous color. And I have to say, what a beautiful combination, because if we look in here, okay, I will have to zoom out and bring you to the camera so that way you will see actual blend. Let me show you the blend. Look how pretty they look, the gray and purple. I love those colors. They are very attractive, and there's a lots of more in here on this piece of this one, and I believe that represent those blends. If we look in here on the picture, that's the rocks in here. The water go here under those rocks, and those rocks, sorry, we just kissed the camera, that's the blend go right in here, those dark area, and continue in here up. So I'm really interested in here because there's lots of different blends in here, and I can see in here on the bottom in here where I'm stitching this string of green. Look how many back stitch will be in here to represent the grass. It's quite a bit. Yeah. So that's the greenery that I'm stitching right now. So at this point, brown that I have, and it's almost half. So I got probably somewhere around right in here, somewhere to here, because I can see there's little brown colors up there, few stitches. So that's where I am right now. And I have to say, I love to stitch on this counted cross stitch. It is so easy to stitch. Needle go like through the butter, you know, because it's not treated well, it's kind of have some kind of stiffness to it, but because no paint from being printed, you know, when it's printed, the paint kind of shrinking those holes together. This one holds much more open, and needle go just so easy. We can see already the waves and the water in here. So I will be continue working to this point, but I will not go up now. I will see what I have next color in here, and I will fill in and go from bottom to up till I get to at least like a half maybe, so I can go maybe finish to the top, or maybe avoid the top, because I do have those stitches that I still have to break apart because they are facing in a different direction as I restarted this design. So I will be go and see how like I kind of pinch in here to keep it together, but I will be going in here, and my end, I'm not sure, somewhere my end will be when I'm looking at, because I centered this image. Here is my center, so it's going to be somewhere to here, probably another half, because this is a half where my hoop finishing, and I already kind of pre-gridded a little bit, just a one side, not this way yet. In here I gridded all the way, and it's easy, much easier to stitch. Plus now I marked up my pattern with this heat erase markers, and it's going to be nicely, because I don't want to have those pages dirty. I want them to be clean. So you can see that's the green color, light green color that I also work, and I just park in here brown and green because they will continue all the way in here, so I did not want it to break them apart. I will just keep them till I move my hoop over a little bit. And that is my 3 designs that I work on it for this week. But don't go nowhere, I have something interesting for you, and I want you to create this I want you to do what I'm gonna tell you to do, because this is going to be fun. I have my spinner in here, and let me just click on it. Okay, so that's my stitch and this thing, wheel number 4. So I have a 7 wheels in here, but I only have a 4 for now. And that's my friend's spinner of the chores. So I'm going to spin right now, and I will pick a chore that I will do, and I want you to do together with me. So if I'm pretty sure you have everything in here in your house, okay? So whatever stop, and if it's too late on the daytime, maybe you're watching this video at night. If it's too late, then you can do this in the morning. And for me right now, it's obviously late as well. But let's see if I will do this short tonight, or maybe this is something that will be more comfortable to do in the morning. Okay, ready? Da 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 da, drum roll. What my viewer is going to do. Okay, it never happened to me before. This is the one that I call a wild card. And usually when it's get like this, I can pick anything else I would love to pick from my chores. But I know you are going to cheat on me, so I'm gonna replace. I will do again, and hopefully we'll stop on something. And that would be fun, to clean up the house a little bit together with you. You know, that's always fun, right? Okay, what we have? Vacuuming. Well, vacuuming, it's kind of late right now, but you know what? Nobody's sleeping in my house yet. Boys went to watch hockey, and I am going to vacuum with my robot. With my robot. I'm not gonna run the big vacuum. I'm just gonna reprogram for 60 minutes my vacuum robot. They will run around the places that I cannot reach or I'm lazy to, but that's not really a chore for me, but it's going to be chore for my robot. So let's vacuum our house, okay? That's the chore for the day for you. All right, and now I thank you all for staying with me for this week of whips and chats in cross stitch. I hope you had fun, and tell me which one project was your favorites for this week. And we already have with you picked project for next week. So I will be working on those soon as you see this video go live on my channel. It's been same day I will start my other project to work on, and I already pulled them out. I just have to prepare, maybe put some frame on one of them, and let's fun continue. And every time we do this, maybe even the middle point, I will pull out my spinner and we will do house chores at the same time. Do you think it's a good idea to make you work around the house a little bit? Maybe you craft so much that you forgot to clean up your house, which with lots of crafters happen, okay? You're not alone. I'm there too. So let's do cleaning up. If you don't have a vacuum, sweep the floor, at least in one room. All right, see you next week. Thank you so much.